Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel. This is a message for whoever needs to hear it. I was guided to deliver it for this morning, so please just take whatever resonates and leave the rest. But I feel like if this message found you, there is something here for you. So it may be one line or it may be the whole reading. Just follow your intuition and, listen to that that little voice inside you that guides you, that connected to your intuition. So we are using the energy and spirit oracle, and we are going to see what you need to know today. Okay, so the card that came out first is the card of past life guides, which is karmic lessons and present assistance. So your ancestors and guides are here to assist you. The next card is personal guide, guardian angels, and spirit family. So you are definitely being guided right now. Are you getting the message? Is this for you? The bottom of the deck is the card of connections, which is partnership and contract and connection. So are you listening to your guides? Are you listening to your ancestors? Are you following the signs? I feel like there's one more card, so we are going to keep going. Okay. And the card of currents of emotion, uncontrolled feelings. And then ironically, that connection card stayed on the bottom there. So definitely the other card that wanted to come out. So current of emotion. So what feelings are you not controlling? What feelings are you not feeling? What feelings are bubbling up beneath the surface? And honestly, I have my deck from my past life energy cards here, so we are going to go ahead and pull one of these. I was pulling some cards in a group the other day with these cards, so we're just going to knock on them and clear them, and then we are going to get some messages from the guides, that whatever message wants to come out right now for you. So what are the past life guides trying to let you know now? What is the karmic lesson and the presence assistance that they are offering? You can always invite them in and ask for help. The first card that wanted to come out is the card of resourcefulness, which is about intelligence, mental thinking, and the right action. So if you have a decision or you need to make a decision, ask your guides. Also look at the patterns of your family, because the bottom of the deck is devotion, which is spiritual practices, and intuitive history, which sometimes for me it's like, what is your history? What do you keep doing? What is the cycle that keeps happening? What do you want to do differently? Truly take a moment and look, this thing keeps happening. Love keeps not working for me. Okay, what is the common denominator on this situation? What is the cycle? What is the pattern? What action are you taking? What action would you like to take? And take it from a mental approach, and that allows the emotions to be put into words, so they're just not boiling under the surface. If you take some time to reflect and see, what is this feeling? What truly is my feeling of connection from this person? And then we get the up from the depths underneath that, which is releasing difficulty, of understanding maybe why something happened. And when you get to the cycle and the pattern, and understand, this is part of my generational karma. This is, the pattern of my parents. This is a pattern of my grandparents. I want to do something different, and they're here to guide you to say, hey, do something different, instead of just moving on to the next thing. See the pattern, feel the feelings of it. How is this cycle or pattern making you feel? And I feel like there's one more here as well, and then we're going to move on to the tarot to see what that message is. And then this card is the card of addictions, reactive behaviors, reclaiming your power. So do you get reactive with your emotions? Do you shut them down and let them boil over? Do you use addictive behaviors for your coping mechanism? Do you have shopping therapy, or some people excessively work to cover up their emotions, some people exercise, some people shop, some people, what behavior are you using to cover up your emotions? And then the bottom of the deck is career and work history and patterns. And I feel like and then it's job and work patterns. So it's saying, I feel like use work maybe to cover it up. You just dive into your work project to cover up your emotion. And where is that emotion happening and being reflected in your work as well? Because what I have learned is things happen to us and it's reflected close to us, and it's reflected as well in our outer experience, what's going on inside of us. So what emotion do you need to tap into and really take a mental approach to that feeling? And when you begin to feel that feeling, like, realize the steps of it, and then take the approach of, okay, this is that cycle. Oh, I see that. Okay, this is what my normal behavior is, how I normally react. Oh, hold on, this is not how I want to react anymore. What did I say I wanted to do instead? Oh, I was going to focus on something else. I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to just take some time and do some breathing. I'm going to pull back and I'm going to focus on work, but not in an addictive way, in a constructive way. I'm going to focus on something that makes me happy. Like, what do you want to focus on? How do you want to react instead? If you feel unheard, is there a way that you can find a way to express yourself? A lot of times you can record a video of yourself, talking and then sharing what's going on and your emotion with it. And sometimes just getting that out and expressing it, and then you even watching it, is great, a benefit for you. And sometimes that helps another person with their story, if you feel comfortable enough to share that, of, this is what's going on and this is how I feel and this is the thing I'm trying to do to work through it. And sometimes that sharing of it and is a way to make yourself feel heard, if that's an issue, which I feel like a lot of us seem to have. And then we're going to get some tarot cards for this message. So we're going to get the current energy, which is the Queen of Wands, that is crossed by the Page of Wands. So feeling in your power, but not really expressing it out there. And I feel like, once again, that's that emotion of not really being able to truly be authentic and share who you are. And, like, what's the worst that could happen if you truly express who you are? Holding that part of you back is the thing keeping you in lack, keeping you in that energy of, I'm not enough, I haven't learned enough, I need to do more. And truly the thing you need to do is just shine your light and be you, and just do the things that make you happy and share the wisdom that you've learned. The recent past is the Page of Cups. So once again, having a little bit of something going on in the heart chakra, being like, I'm disconnected from it, I'm not going to feel that feeling. So whatever it is from your childhood, that emotion, that parent that made you feel betrayed, feels like that emotion. As you feel that emotion, you can clear that energy as you feel it. How does it make me feel? When else have I felt this way? What situations happen with that? What are the feelings that I feel leading up to that happening? How do I want to feel instead when this happens? How do I want to process my feelings? How do I want to express my feelings? So the current headspace is the Justice card, because this is the contract you're meant to do, to learn to alchemize your feelings, your emotions, and be able to have the balance between your head and your heart space. and have that in your relationships and your work as well. Because on one side we have career and over here we have connection. And, it's about finding that balance in all aspects of your life. In the immediate future is the Ace of Wands, which is a new opportunity coming towards you, new connection, new inspiration, new guidance, when you get that head and that heart connected where it's trying to be, the messages just flow truly like magic, they say. And the current environment is the star, so you're being invited right now to heal this, to take a look at your cycles, to take a look at your patterns, and say, I'm ready to heal this. I'm ready to look, like we're going to say, where's your Chiron? My guide's always talking about Chiron as it's the key symbol, and we don't do things by accident. So it is the key to your inner child healing. So look on your birth chart and see where your Chiron is, and that kind of gives you a direction of where to go with your healing. How others see you is the Empress, in that place of fertility, in that place of being able to manifest. They see you in a much more divine way than you even see yourself. They see you for the divine feminine that you are here to be, the example you are here to be for them to look up to. The hopes and fears card is the Ten of Wands, which is about putting down the burden of thinking, I got to do more, I got to learn more, I got to carry all this emotion inside. What happens if you just let it go? What happens if you do some inner child work and you connect with your inner child and you do the work to let it go? If you're interested in doing that, that's some work I specialize in. Check out my website. I have a 5 and a 10-week program to work on that. If you're interested in working on healing your Chiron and this inner child healing, to move yourself to this place of healing the connection, to finding the balance in all aspects of your life, to step into this divine feminine energy and heal it, as that is part of your contract. As the outcome card is the Three of Pentacles, which is definitely that contract card for me, especially like the twin flame card with me and Dave and Celia, my guide, of us all working together as part of mission. And know that you have that with your divine person. And as you heal this wound and move into this higher place, that union can come together almost instantaneous once you begin doing this work. The underlying energy is the King of Wands, the the King of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Moon card with the World card on the bottom. So a new cycle as you heal this shadow and clear the energy of the past that allows for reciprocity in a relationship, to allow that equal give and take in all aspects of your life, especially in that thing of putting your desire out and seeing it come back into the manifestation so quickly. As you heal this thing with your emotions, truly this is the thing that sets you free to have all of your manifestations happen. When you can gain control of your emotions, everything else is yours. Are you ready to step in to the next phase? Are you ready for all that's for you? The world is right there. All you have to do is see the pattern, see the cycle. I feel like you're even being awoken at the middle of the night, and given some of these messages about what you need to do. So look at the messages you're receiving in the middle of the night. We also brought the Romance Angels card for a message from the Romance Angels, and the card is romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So if you're unsure about a person, it seems like, yes, this is a person you are in a good compatibility with. And then the card of flirt, which is expand your lighthearted energy to others. Be playful, be fun. Being, what's that feeling that you feel when you're in that place of love and connection, that happiness that just emanates off you? Be in that place and walk around and just see the difference that how other people perceive you and how you are received by other people by taking the time to emanate that love and have that love be about your self-love. Focus on another person if you need it, but truly have that energy of, I'm going to focus on my self-love and I want to emanate that out. I want to be the example of how I want to be loved. That is the balance of the message here about, doing the work to find the balance between the head and the heart and alchemizing that energy to bring in the new cycle. Are you ready? We hope this message reaches you well and you have a great day. Thank you.